In several instances during his talk with Russian President Vladimir Putin, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaffirmed the need for peace and diplomacy in regards to the issue in Ukraine. The bilateral cooperation between the two nations has a legacy of standing by each other's side. Both India and Russia strictly adhere to the tenets of special and privileged strategic partnership which they shared for decades. Namaste and welcome to TFIPost. I am your host Sabita Mishra. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get all the latest updates. If you are watching us on Facebook, do like, share and follow the page. Let's begin with the video report. The deep-rooted understanding and friendship of Indo-Russian relations can be understood from the recent statement from the Kremlin. The statement mentioned that, at the request of Narendra Modi, Vladimir Putin gave fundamental assessments of Russia's line on the Ukrainian direction. The statement goes a long way in elaborating the significance that both nations attach to each other. It also highlights the role played by Indian Prime Minister in guiding the non-proliferation of nuclear warfare by Russia in the ongoing conflict.
Why do the Tripathi Brahmins of Mirzapur eat mutton with such gluttony? Was Ramadhir Singh really a crook? There are many such questions, but answer will be found only in one place, TFI Entertainment channel. Click here to subscribe. See you there.
The recent and stunning revelations of William Burns, Chief of Central Intelligence Agency, highlights the noteworthy influence of PM Modi in creating deterrence in the uncompromising desire of President Putin towards the use of nukes against Ukraine. Putin has earlier affirmed that Moscow will fight with all available methods at their disposal and did not explicitly rule out the first use of nuclear weapons, witnessed a sea change after having words with Prime Minister Modi. Evidently, the Kremlin had reconsidered its war efforts owing to the friendly call of PM Modi, which the Russian president couldn't pass off without consideration. Thus, the statement of CIA's chief is in tune with understanding of experts both in India and at the Kremlin. However, the CIA chief Burns assured that he has no evidence to suggest that Russia might go for a nuclear war against Ukraine. He claimed that Putin's warnings were only meant to intimidate. Having said that, his statement categorically laid emphasis on the role played by PM Modi in sufficiently deterring the nuke war proliferation probability in the conflict. The relationship between India and Russia has drawn a lot of attention from the West in 2022, particularly since the "not an era of war" statement of PM Modi to Putin in Samarkand. The West and the United States have earlier been quite critical of this stance of India, ever since the war broke out on Feb 24 with Russian missile attacks on Ukraine. However, with time, both the Western media as well as the administration came to terms with the stance of India. While India, on the other hand, took a more neutral stance on the war, it has been selectively critical of the human rights violation taking place during the war. To the surprise of many, India has supported the call for an international probe on the Bucha massacre. India has also categorically expressed concern over the nuclear threats of Russia, therefore making it evident that PM Modi is committed to ensuring peace through diplomacy. In addition, if we take all the statements issued by the Kremlin and New Delhi alongside the statements of CIA Chief Burns, we can reach to the conclusion that Prime Minister Modi played a significant role in curtailing the war ambitions of President Putin. The prime reason being that the Kremlin had been counting on India's support in its war efforts as it did during the Bangladesh Liberation War. More so, owing to the deep-rooted friendship and strategic partnership of the two nations, one call by PM Modi to Russian President to curtail the war efforts meant that Russia had no significant ally to fall back onto, thereby causing significant deterrence to its nuke attack plans.